Hey friends, welcome back. I hope you're ready to practice some gentle yoga today. So this class is specifically designed for those of you who have a diastasis or who are pregnant. Come to a comfortable, easy seated posture. Your legs can be crossed or your ankles can simply be stacked in front of each other. Feel your sits bones root down firmly into the ground beneath you, and from that foundation, allow your spine to rise tall toward the top of the room. Our intention for this class is joy, and we're going to reflect on Psalm 16, verse 11. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. Let's read that again. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder, and as you exhale, roll your chin down toward your chest. Inhale the left ear to the left shoulder. Hold this here for a moment, stretching across the right side of the neck. And then your next exhale will roll the chin down to the chest again, bringing that right ear back over to the right shoulder as you inhale, breathing now into the left side of the neck. Take a couple more moments to roll your neck back and forth, adding some movement into your neck, and then coming back to a neutral neck. Shoulders will roll up toward your ears as you inhale, and then as you exhale, drop them down and back along your spine. Again, inhale, lifting the shoulders toward your ears. Exhale, rolling them down and back. One more time, inhaling the shoulders upward and exhaling them down and back. Gently release your shoulders, coming back to a comfortable, neutral spot. And settle in here with your breath. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. Bring your left hand to the mat beside your left hip. As you inhale, sweep the right hand high. And exhale, bend over to the left, feeling a gentle stretch from your right hip into your right shoulder. Lots of breath here. Next inhale lifts you back up. Right hand comes to the mat, lifting the left hand high. Exhale, bend over to the right. You're going to feel this stretch now across the left side of your body from that hip into the shoulder. One more breath here. Inhale, lift back up. Both hands are on your thighs now. Settle back in here. Sits bones are rooted firmly down into the ground. Now from here, release your legs, bringing the soles of your feet together in front of you. Your legs will make the shape of a diamond. Cobbler or butterfly pose. As you exhale, walk your hands away from your body, hinging from your hips, coming forward just a bit so that you begin to feel a stretch in the hip and the lower back. And then inhale, lift it back up. Gentle circles with your torso here, adding some movement into the hips. Reverse the direction of those circles. And then gently find stillness again. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. Inhale for a seated cow pose. Take your gaze and your heart up toward the ceiling. Very, very gentle back bend here. And as you exhale, seated cat pose, curl forward, bringing your chin to your chest, opening up across the back side of the body. Inhale, gaze comes back upward, gentle seated cow. Exhale, cat pose, rounding in. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine and settle back in. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Feet are flexed with your toes pointing toward the ceiling. If you are pregnant, you can take your legs out wider than your body, making room for your belly. And as you inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat in front of you and walk your hands away from your body, hinging from your hips, coming into a seated forward fold. Lots of breath here as you breathe. Again, keeping this nice and gentle, maybe keeping a gentle bend in your knees to protect your hamstrings and your lower back. Inhale, lift back up. Release your legs and come forward to table pose. Wrists stack beneath your shoulders, knees stack beneath your hips. Come into cat and cow when you are ready. So as you inhale, gentle cow pose here. Your gaze and your heart shine forward, keeping just a soft sway in your back. Nothing exaggerated or painful. And then as you exhale, cat pose, tailbone tucks beneath you, chin comes to your chest as your spine rounds up toward the ceiling. Again, inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale back to a neutral spine. Exhale back to child's pose. Great toes touch behind you. Take your knees out just wider than your torso. And exhale, melt your heart down toward the mat, keeping your arms extended out in front of you. You may choose to rest on a bolster here, or simply to rest your head on a block instead of the mat. Find what's comfortable for you and sit here for a moment. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Bring your forearms beneath your torso and gently roll onto your back, pulling your knees in toward your chest, rocking gently from side to side. Your next inhale will send your feet up toward the ceiling. Legs are straight. Your body will make the shape of an L. Maybe support the back of your knees with your hands here. You may choose to take this pose to the wall, resting your feet against the wall. If you are pregnant here, instead of lying flat on your back, prop yourself up with a couple of pillows to keep a slight angle beneath you. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Coming into your final resting pose, you may choose to stay here if you are propped against a wall, or you can release your legs down to the mat for Shavasana. If you are pregnant, you may want to keep your back propped up with a couple of pillows here. Allow your breath to become shallow. Allow your eyes to close. Relax your jaw and find your rest here. You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. Feel free to remain here in this final resting pose for as long as you'd like. When you are ready to continue on with your day, move gently, taking care of your body. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell icon so that you'll be notified of every yoga, meditation, and wellness video that I post here. Until next time, keep moving and breathing and becoming everything that you were created to be.